Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast, all the things that we did not get to during the course of the show today. I got a couple things to open because some people have sent us some gifts, so we like to open those on the Aftercast. Patricia yesterday sent us some candy corn, was one of the things in this box, and I was so happy because I'm like, I don't have to share it with anybody because Betty does not like candy corn, and I'm assuming Gavin doesn't either.
I like candy corn.
I thought you said you hated candy corn.
No, it's delicious.
No, we'll go with you hate it.
Selfish.
I really thought you hated candy corn.
No, I don't like. I'm not as bought into it as you are because I think it's like a love language for you during this season. But
I wish candy corn and McRibs. I wish they were year round.
Ew.
Yeah, and okay, there's three things.
Despite the pig intestine lining,
I'm still in. I've already forgotten.
Heart.
Yeah,
I had already forgotten that story.
Veins.
Yeah, I had already forgotten that story as I was looking forward to McRibs. Now it's gonna maybe mess with me. I don't know. But chocolate covered cherries only come out around Christmas time.
My dad loves those. I have decided that's an elderly candy. It's up there with the Werther's original.
I've had them forever. Like I've gotten them since I was a kid.
Well, you're old.
Really? Now, big question, though. Does he like the kind with the white cream in the middle or the liquid that's clear in the middle?
I think the clear.
Yes! Your dad and I are so much alike. It's fantastic.
It's scary.
We're amazing. Because you love your dad, right? Translation. Okay, thank you. So thank you, Patricia. That was great. But then April actually sent us something, too, which was really nice of her. And so thank you so much. Some silicone Mickey Mouse pans, like for muffins.
You keep saying
cool.
for us, but these are both things that you love.
Oh, this is Marty. Marty will do that. That'll be great for Marty. Some natural deodorant wipes. That's for you.
That's for you.
That's also for you. Another one. No, because didn't we talk about your sweating problem?
No, should we?
We haven't talked about that? Okay. Less sugar sweet gummy bears. Oh,
Ew.
Boy, these are always dangerous. The review online of Amazon's sugar-free gummy bears is one of the worst reviews ever of anything.
By worst, we mean best.
Yeah. Some lavender and sage deodorant. More deodorant.
Wow, she's trying to tell you are stinky.
Yeah.
Wait, why is so much scented stuff?
I know. There's a lot of good scented stuff in here. This has got to be for Betty Lou.
Cool.
Also, it kind of looks like Hank. It's a coaster of a painted cat, but that looks like my cat Hank.
That looks like Hank.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It doesn't look like any of my cats.
Oh, wow. That's really nice. Let me see there's a card here. Let's see what this says. Sorry, we're just kind of going through things. We just do things on the fly here.
Quality podcasting.
I know, exactly. Let me see. I meant to send this ages ago, but we're moving tomorrow, so I thought, why not now? I'll understand if you don't want to eat the gummy bears. So yeah, how old are those? So thank you very much, April. You were the best. Oh, and there was a Chick-fil-A gift card in there, something like that.
What?
Yeah, I think that's for me
what?
too.
No,
That's for me
it's
too.
not.
You think it's for you?
I can't.
I got the coaster. Gavin gets the gummy bears.
And I get the Chick-fil-A gift card.
I get the death bears? What?
Yeah, you get the death bears. I want to see what happens.
I do too.
Yeah,
I'll share it with y'all.
Would you? Okay, I'm letting you hold it.
Breakfast.
I'm
Show
letting you hold
breakfast.
it. Oh, we can do that tomorrow because we got a TMI replay tomorrow in the 6 o'clock hour.
Can't wait.
All right. Well, there you go.
Well,
Well, thank you.
you.
That's really nice of you. That's
What
great.
was her name?
That is April.
April. Thank you, April.
Like, you don't have to send us things. It's always just, it's really kind when people do, and we want to honor that. So thank you very much. All right, so on with the old podcast from today and some of the stuff that we didn't get to. This was a weird story, man. There was a GameStop employee who now is in a lot of trouble. He's facing manslaughter charges. I know, right? Because he fatally shot a shoplifter. So a guy comes in, grabs all of these Pokemon ultra premium trading cards, runs towards the door. The guy pulls out his gun and shoots him, okay? Shoots him while he's leaving. Well, in Florida, they have a stand your ground law. Like, if somebody is coming towards you, no questions asked, you can shoot them. Like, if your life is in danger, here you go. But if somebody is trying to flee and you shoot them in the back, that's problematic. And if your life was not in danger, that is also problematic.
Oh, interesting.
I have a feeling that this guy that's gotten this employee is probably like crazy frustrated by watching what's happening. You see all these smash and grabs and these people
It's ridiculous.
just looting stores because they know that no one's going to do anything. They know people aren't supposed to do anything. Employees are told, don't get involved, don't engage, because they don't want situations like this where they shoot this guy. Now, GameStop, ironically, will probably get sued, because he shot the guy. The guy still walked out of the place, got into a car, and the lady called, I guess it was his getaway car, and they called the cops.
Good
like,
grief.
what in the world are we living in?
The thing is, if you're putting yourself in a situation where you could get shot, then maybe you were in the wrong.
I see, and that's the problem.
That's not always the case.
Right, but here's the problem, because people go, well, is stealing cards a death sentence, a capital crime? And it's not.
No, it's not. But the problem is you don't know.
Exactly.
You don't know
who you're messing with.
Yeah, like if you're putting yourself in the situation.
Exactly, and you put yourself. Yeah. Had you not stolen those cards, guess what? You would have gone home that night. So there's some culpability on you as a criminal.
You can't always be the victim.
Yeah, and that is what kills me. Like, I have seen all of these people where they're looting stores and running out. I want so badly to be at one of those stores where they're doing it, because as people run by me, I'm just going to kick their foot. Just do that thing you do with people when you're messing around with them. Kick their back foot. They're going to spill. They're going to fall. They're trying to get out of there. They're not going to mess with you. They're going to lose all their stuff. I watched one the other day. These people were stealing 5 TVs and they're putting them into this van. And so they're trying to load it. They're struggling to get it in. The guy's videotaping. He's like, this is the problem. This is the problem. I would have walked over, because they were at the back. I would have taken the keys out of the car and chucked them in the drain and been like, congratulations, you're not going anywhere. Or taking my knife and then pop the tires. Like, it's like, enough is enough, man.
I know.
Like, you guys are getting away because no one will stop you. And at some point in time, I have to be a superhero that I don't want to be. And I do.
Do you have to?
I do. You do, because somebody has to stop it.
There's so much going on that people are getting away with.
Yes.
And then the cops are being overburdened by it. And then there's not enough hands to help.
No.
But then we're going to get in trouble if we try and help.
Yeah, the criminals win in this society right now.
And then there's only going to be more if they keep winning.
Exactly, and they know that, and so that's why they do this. And then the crimes get bigger and bigger. The stuff they're going after gets ludicrous. They're stealing 5 televisions, big flat screens.
Like, that is just
you
a
can
crime.
stop that crime.
Yeah.
That's an easy stop, You literally, if someone's walking out, you run into them, and you just, you don't even have to tackle them. You can just run into them and knock them over, and it slows it down, it sends me through the roof. Another thing I saw, this was interesting. The Pentagon and the U.S. intelligence community believe that the data that they are finding from, basically, they used to be called unidentified flying objects, UFOs, but now they call them unidentified anomalous phenomena. I guess that's less.
You just made it weirder.
Yeah, it made it harder to say. But I don't know. Maybe aliens got offended. I don't know.
We're offended for the possible aliens.
It's possibly. I don't know. But they are saying that they have this whole task force on finding out this stuff. And they're saying that 98% of what's out there that people are seeing are explainable, easily explainable, with a little digging. But they are leaving that extra 2%.
I love that it's 2.
Yeah.
It's way better than 1. That's awesome.
The government right now is researching 800 cases from military personnel. And they say like 98% of these will be explainable, but there are a couple that they don't know. One that they did know, or they say, I don't trust them, was there was a Navy ship out and there were these triangles floating in the sky. And they were watching them through night vision goggles. And they've said, well, that was atmospheric conditions changing the lights on drones. And through the night vision goggles, it made them look triangular. And so a drone does do weird, erratic movements. And so that's explainable and believable, but that's what they want.
Well, there's a new show on Netflix. I haven't watched it, but it's something about alien spottings and all this.
I'll tell you, I'm the first to say I don't believe in aliens. I just don't. And I had
that's because he is one.
Yeah, exactly. No! My daughter's boyfriend's mom.
Wait, say that again.
My daughter, Spencer.
Daughter's boyfriend's mom.
So they got back from we all went on a trip together.
She saw an alien?
They got back. She sent video of the weirdest thing happening in the sky above their house. They live out on a farm. There was this light kind of just going, and then all of a sudden you see this other ring of light just kind of go out from it.
What?
And yeah, it's weird. I'll show it to you.
Yeah,
I have it. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's really weird. And so I was like, okay, all right, well, let me find it here. Hold on.
I love this.
And then they're saying that they are trying, like the guy who is the head of this had said that he believes in aliens. He's like, it's such a big thing that I'm not going to rule it out. And he actually, mathematically, he's like, it has to be true that there are.
I feel like we're going back into the 60s because
Yeah.
the 60s back then, they were all into aliens. Twilight Zone, Star Trek, Star Wars was in the 70s. I
Okay,
think.
here, let me get this downloaded. All right, here we go.
On the fly again.
I know. Today's just one of those days. Okay, so here it is. Okay, so there's the light in the sky.
Yeah, I see it.
I don't know how long it takes. That's the problem.
It
So
doesn't look
narrate
like
it.
the moon.
Okay.
And it doesn't look like the sun.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a
Staying-
star. It's too big for to be a star. It looks like it could be like an airplane covered with smog.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. And it's not.
But it's not
moving
blinking.
slowly,
It's not doing
though.
anything. Yeah.
It
You
is
see it kind of
moving.
moving ever so.
Oh.
Now there's the thing.
Oh, it's getting bigger. Do you
Yes.
see it getting bigger?
See, the stuff
There's
just
like
came
a
out
light.
of it.
Yeah, it's like a firecracker almost,
Yeah.
but it's not a firecracker.
Any chance it could
That's
be like
weird.
a rocket going into space
Now,
where
how
it
did
like
she
releases?
know that it was going to do that?
She didn't. She just saw this weird thing.
and it's not like going away.
No, and she saw this and started filming it.
Can you send that to me?
Yeah, absolutely. I can send it to you.
Send it to me. I want to see,
Yeah. Oh,
see
it's
it
still
more closely.
it's still going. Let me see. Oh, yeah. So it's moving over their house,
But I feel like this was somebody else. There was somebody else that did this.
and then
like they were in a
here-
plane.
and now it disappears. Okay, so here you go. It's going, and as it goes now, it just disappears. So that could be atmospheric conditions. But the thing where it kind of has that ring go out from it was kind of weird.
Yeah, that's really weird. But I feel like this was somebody else. I don't remember who it was, but they were. I know it. Oh, it was a guy that. Yeah, okay, I do know who it was. He won something. Anyways, a friend of mine went out on tour with him, and he had a video of something, like a video that he had taken, and he sent it to everybody. And it was him in a plane, but he was looking out of his cabin window, and there was something right beside the plane that he could not explain. It was some kind of weird object.
Man.
Yeah.
There is a Navy one where this Navy pilot is flying, and he's got something locked up on his radar.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I mean, that's what they do, and it's locked in, and it is flying,
Yeah.
and he is keeping up with
remember
it. Yeah, and that one's like, okay, that seems kind of weird. And I know we're always like, if you're living near Area 51 and some of these Air Force bases, you're gonna see some weird stuff because I know they're testing things, and they're, who knows, maybe they're flying an alien's spaceship that they caught after it crashed.
We should watch Signs.
No, I'm not watching Signs.
We can
Does-
I
we
love
can
Signs.
we can make tinfoil
Nope.
hats to put on our heads.
Does not matter. That is a terrifying movie. So anyways, but it was just interesting that this guy, he's a doctor, a scientist. He's the head of this task force, and he's like, it's mathematically, given the size of the universe, there's no way that you can rule aliens out. And they kind of press him like, do you believe? And he's like, yeah, I do. So I was like, oh, all right, well, there you go. I still don't believe in aliens.
Yeah, I feel like it's not important. Yeah, you could even
It's
believe.
not important that there are little green men.
Until they do
Well,
experiments on you, then it's important.
Yeah, well, it's just like it's not worth going down crazy
Have
rabbit
you
holes
seen
for.
that Twilight? Probably not. The Twilight Zone episode where like this alien comes down
Yeah.
and he visits the American people and he has what they think is a cookbook because it's. No, I ruined it. But he has a book. He has a book, and it's called "How to Serve Man." And they're like, "Oh, he wants to help the men."
That's funny.
And they're slowly going on the ship to go to his planet, the aliens' planet, because they're like, "Oh, he wants to serve us." But actually, it was a cookbook. It was "How to Serve
funny.
Man."
That's funny. I don't know
Gross.
about you guys and what your experience was, but all I know is I'm on the roof of the Pick and Save, Daffy ducking it all over the place. Betty's laughing because that's an old SNL
Wow,
bit.
the cookie didn't crumble for me like that.
Yeah, exactly.
There I find myself on the roof of a Long John Silver.
Oh, it's a little off color, but it was an SNL bit about aliens.
Okay,
that
we
made
got to
us
hurry.
laugh.
We got a Flashback Friday call in
Okay,
15
well,
minutes.
let's do your story then.
Okay, so this is very interesting. This is contracts that celebrities have, and they only get weirder the farther I go. So starting off with Keanu Reeves, he has a no digital editing clause. So I guess a couple years ago he was in a film where they digitally added a tear to his face, and he said it changed his performance.
Interesting.
Yes. Jack Nicholson, he has demanded extra time off before on a movie set because he never wants to miss any Lakers games.
Oh, that's funny. When you get so big, I guess
You
you
can
get
make
to
those
control the
demands.
shots. Yeah.
Okay, even crazier. Samuel L. Jackson demands that he he have time off to play golf twice a week.
Amen.
Yes, and he makes sure that it's in his contract. He also has it where he doesn't have to do a second take if he thinks he nailed it the first time.
Oh, that's so funny. That's money.
He has to earn that.
Yeah, that's how you know you're a good actor, when you're like, nope, I'm not doing another one. We got it. And the director's like, well, what did you do? No, we got it.
Okay. Barbara Streisand, she's demand peach-colored toilet paper to match her skin tone. Why? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And rose petals in the toilet bowl.
Okay, no, that's nice. That's literally poopery.
I'll take that.
Yeah, but do they make peach color, or is there somebody that's over there coloring it with a marker?
They got a spray painting it.
That's weird. Okay, and then finally, Fast and Furious stars The Rock, Jason Statham, and Vin Diesel. They all refused to be depicted as the loser in a fight. So Vin Diesel devised a point system, and it's based on the number of kicks, punches, and headbutts each of them delivered and received.
Oh, that's funny.
What? It's a movie.
Yeah, but they all want to be the hero and the guy that doesn't lose. Like, if you're Vin Diesel, you don't want to get whipped by somebody. I've shared that boxing story where I was in a fixed boxing fight with a guy, and his whole reason for going off script and beating me was because he didn't want to lose to somebody so small. And there's part of me that was like, I was really mad, but then what am I going to do about it?
Right.
As he's smacking you
mad at you afterwards, and I'm like, I get it. That's fine.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Yeah. All right, what do you got? Birthdays?
Yes, I do.
Birthdays.
They're right here. We've got two of them. Tracy, she's celebrating a birthday today. She said, this birthday is my 50th.
Oh, nice.
She says, my brain says I'm still 25.
Me too.
Barry wants to wish Anna a happy birthday, saying she's the mother of a baby boy who is amazing and saves animals' lives daily. Also, she loves the podcast. Happy birthday, Anna.
Thank you, guys.
Then one quick question Tracy wanted to ask. Have any of you had a big celebration for a milestone birthday? Now, you've had more birthdays, Wally.
Yeah, what about that 50th?
Did you celebrate in a big way on the 50th? Or 40th? Did your wife?
I don't think so. Like, I've celebrated anniversaries more so big, like with a big trip. I haven't done the thing. Like, Greg is already planning. My buddy Greg is planning. He's like, okay, I want to go to Patagonia. I want to go to Everest Base Camp or something else for his 60th. Like, they're all big trip ticket things, and he just wants to go do it. And like, okay, well, go for it. So he went to like Costa Rica for one of his to surf, and so he does more things like that. I really don't. I don't get all geeked out about birthdays.
Not even with your daughter?
I try to celebrate her stuff. Yeah, like we went to New York for her 16th and her 18th birthday. One. Yeah, like for her we did, and we did like really cool things. But for me personally, I don't.
Yeah, I haven't either. No, I don't remember having like one that was like what she's saying, that milestone birthday.
Yeah.
When 40 comes along, I might do something.
Yeah. Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
For lunch and dinner.
Twice. Yeah.
Yes. Woo, big milestone.
And breakfast. Like, I'm going all in.
Yeah, exactly.
Gavin, what about you?
No, the only ones I remember like kind of going all out for was like 13 years old, like going to my favorite, like, I like outdoor park in Colorado and having my best friends along for that. But I mean, nothing in the last decade plus at this point.
What about when you went to Harry Potter Land and got yourself a sword?
But that was our anniversary.
Yeah.
That was our
wedding.
Was our honeymoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't get a sword.
I don't know what they give you
He
there.
regrets it.
I do.
I needed
give you
a sword.
pigeon
We didn't.
with a cape.
Something to match my lightsaber. Oh, you don't have a lightsaber either.
I have a lightsaber. I just went to Star
I
Wars.
gotta tell you, the lightsabers are cool. Like, I've seen them.
It's a glow stick. It's a big glow stick with a handle.
And I've been tempted to get one, and I'm not even a Star Wars fan. But then when I get there, and
my birthday's in like
and they're like $250.
Days.
You're like, oh my
gosh.
goodness, yeah, they're expensive.
That's stupid.
And you're like, no.
Nope.
So,
nope.
All right. Well, with that, that's gonna do it for your Aftercast, and thanks for being a potty.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.